What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. And how are you guys doing? It has been a long time, and it's been a very long time since I've done a review collection. And since Hot Toys hasn't been putting out a lot of figures as lately, I think the last one they put out was the Batman Beyond figure, which I don't have right now, and I don't plan on having, but who knows? I may review it later on down the line. But for right now, I think it's definitely time to do a figure collection review. So let's start it off, and let me show you guys how things have changed since my last review. And as you can see, it has changed quite a lot. So let's start off with the Marvel side. Okay. This right here, you guys know what it is. It's the Thor Ragnarok collection. Now, I will say originally, I've always had these three. I've had the Gladiator Hawk, I've had Hela, which is a lot of money right now, and of course, Thor himself. I don't have the Loki figure because honestly, I didn't kind of like that Loki figure, so there was no reason for me to add it to the collection. But I did have, and if you guys seen it, you've probably already seen the review for it already. I actually had the Stan Lee figure from Thor Ragnarok, the Barber Stan Lee. Well, I had the figure, I was happy about it, but honestly, I kind of thought it was kind of a cash grab, to be honest with you. So I ended up returning it to Sideshow. I know, like, oh my God, who does that? Who returns figures? Well, I did. I returned it, and I got other cooler figures because, hey, I already had a Stan Lee figure, so it was no reason for me to do that. But here they are. This is the Thor Ragnarok collection, which looks good, which looks amazing and cool. And yes, these cases are custom. I made these cases myself. I keep saying one day I'm going to show you guys how I made them, and I think I'm going to do that pretty soon. But yeah, I made those cases myself. And that's Thor Ragnarok collection. Okay, going down, you already know who these guys are. We got the Mark 7. Let's open up these case doors a little bit so we can get closer. As you see, we got the Mark 7 right here. Looking cool, looking great. I love that pose. And we also have Captain America. That is the Captain America from the Avengers line. I recently did a video about taking the head sculpt from the new Captain America, the in-game Captain America, and attaching it to the 2012 Cap body, which this is what you got right here. So there's really no reason for me to get a 2012 Cap unless I want to do the America's ass pose, which, knowing my crazy ass, I will do. Moving along, we got Thor and the Hulk, both from the Avengers. All this, as you can tell, this is the Avengers line right here. Looking cool, looking great. Nothing too new about them, but they're oldies but goodies. They look great. Continuing with the original Avengers line, you got Hawkeye and I was about to say Scarlet Witch. Oh my God, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. The nameplates are right there, Jay. Also, you got Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, looking like a bad motherfucker right there. And sorry, I know you guys don't like me cussing like that, but hey, you know, with Samuel Jackson, you gotta throw a motherfucker in there every now and then, right? Yeah. Okay, moving right along, you got the original Loki, and you got Phil Coulson looking like a badass with that destroyer weapon that he shot like Loki's ass with before he died, and went on to be on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I can't wait. This Loki right here is my favorite Loki, which is why I didn't feel the need to get the one from Thor Ragnarok, because I love that version of Loki. I think that's the best one. I do have the new version of the Avengers Loki on pre-order, and I'm waiting to get that. I think it's supposed to be out in April, actually. Sideshow said it should be getting in April, which means it's not in Hong Kong yet, which means it's probably not going to get it until the summer. So there you go. But when that comes out, we'll review it and we'll see what happens with that. Okay, moving back up to the collection, we got some Disney Plus stars right here. We got the Falcon from Civil War. That's an expensive ass figure. I mean, I think this guy's going for like $700-800 right now. Personally, I got him for about $550 last year on Evil Bay. Yeah, got it on Evil Bay. And what can I say? Worth every penny. I love this figure. Can't wait for the new Falcon and the Winter Soldier Falcon they have coming out. And guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you seen the Marvel Select figure of the Falcon, y'all know what's coming. So, you know, I know a lot of people when they showed a couple weeks ago the Bucky from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, everybody's like, where the hell is Falcon? Well, I think we're gonna get a Falcon, but they don't want to spoil it yet until the show comes out. So I'm waiting, you know, let's see what they do in about 3 weeks to a month. So I'm sure we're gonna see some real goodness. And of course we got WandaVision right there, looking cool, looking amazing. I love this look of Wanda in her duster. Of course, now she's Scarlet Witch. Sorry for the reflection, guys. We're trying to get that out of there. It's all in there. And I don't really want to pull these doors down. Well, I could. Let me pull it down for you real bit. I think I got it. There we go. That's the door I pulled down. Yes, and those are attached by magnets. Like I said, one day I will show you guys how I did these cases, and it's going to be cool. But back to the WandaVision. Love Wanda, looks cool. Another very super expensive figure. I actually bought her from a local seller on Facebook, and he was selling her for $400 at the time. And I think on eBay, Evil Bay, she's going for about $700 to $800. So I definitely lucked up on that. Got her right on my birthday last year, which was amazing. And we got the original Vision right there, looking cool as hell. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get the new Vision from the WandaVision. I know I definitely want the Scarlet Witch Vision. Definitely going to get that. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get another Vision figure. I mean, I think they look almost the same. I think the body's a little better, but they're pretty much essentially the same figure. Moving along, we got these guys right here. Mark 85. I love this figure. This pose is money. I swear. This pose just, I've had them in, I usually don't keep my figures in the same pose for no longer than a month because I tend to get bored with them. And that's the good thing about Hot Toys. You can pose them in a different pose, and guess what? You got a new figure every time. But I really like the poses on the Mark 85 and Captain America. I mean, you really see the intensity in Steve's face, the broken shield, mirror there. It's all just great shit. Love this figure. And you guys all know the story. Yeah, you know the pop collectible story about this figure right here. We ain't gonna go into all that. But damn, that was a hard figure to obtain. I mean, that was just sick. But we got him, so there you go. Moving right along, let me open this case a little bit. I know, because I'm trying not to have it too glary for you guys, so you guys can really see the figures. That's right, we got Hawkeye and Black Widow, my favorite Black Widow. I mean, just love this figure. Love the fact that they gave us sculpted hair. Now, I'll tell you something. Going back talking about the Scarlet Witch figure, I think the new Scarlet Witch figure with the sculpted hair, when the hair is too long, I just think that it doesn't make sense to sculpt the hair. I mean, that's my opinion if it's too long. But if it's something like this, that's like a braid, perfect to do the sculpted hair. You have the Hawkeye right there with I got two Hawkeyes. Actually, I bought the body and just swapped the accessories because the deluxe one came with enough, accessories. So I didn't want to fiddle with this damn vest anymore because I actually think I broke the vest. I broke the zipper on it. So I went ahead and just bought another body and put the costume on it and just got two of them because I love the Ronin look as well. So had to do that. And as you can see, he's borrowing Doc Brown's base. So you got to do what you got to do in desperate times. So, there you go. Those look great. Moving along, all by herself with her, what's her name, Flurkin? With her Flurkin cat, Goose, Captain Marvel, looking cool as hell, throwing up the little 90s pinky and the thumb right there, looking cool as hell. Once again, talking about sculpted hair on these figures. Yeah. Hair her length where it's shoulder length and being sculpted makes a lot of sense. So that works for me. But any longer than that, it needs to be rooted. That's in my opinion. That's just what it is. All right, going all the way down right here, we have Papa Marvel himself, Stan Lee, and Deadpool. And like I said, since I had this Stan Lee, and I think this is the Stan Lee to have. So, I was very happy with this release of Stan Lee. So I really didn't need the Thor Ragnarok one. I mean, I just don't understand why they didn't make like a Valkyrie figure for Thor Ragnarok. But they did a Stan Lee because it was a cash grab. So that's why I returned that one. I already got a great Stan Lee figure, and I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And Deadpool is there. We all know right now Deadpool is kind of part of they're still working that out with him and Disney and everything. So this was the best way for him to make sense in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, was to pose him with Stan Lee like that. The only thing I hate about this is that it's on the bottom shelf, and bottom shelf figures, you have to literally squat down like I'm doing for you to see them. But hey, that's the price of collecting, right? So yeah, I love this pose and it looks dope. Okay, moving right along. See, let's go up. Let me pull this off too, because we're getting more of that damn glare. Sorry. Matter of fact, I'm gonna move these out of the way, guys. Put these right here. This will probably be cut out anyway, but if it doesn't, you guys can see me struggle with light. Okay. Moving along, you have more of, this case right here, I didn't say that. This case right here is more of like eventually this will be all the Endgame case right here. Right here is more of the Infinity War case. So as you can see, you got the Mark 50 Iron Man battling Thanos with the gauntlet, looking cool as hell. Once again, that's another custom case that I built. Moving along. If you've seen my other reviews, you can see that this really hasn't changed that much. But you got Iron Spider and Doctor Strange. And yes, this is the first release of Doctor Strange. I didn't really see the point in buying the Infinity War Doctor Strange unless you're going to get all the accessories. I mean, well, the head sculpt is a little better on that. But I mean, it's so close to, hey, there's no use to spend, another $200. Well, I know that Doctor Strange is way more money now, but I already had a Doctor Strange, didn't see any reason to get another one. That was so similar to that one. Moving along, we have Cap, Black Widow, and Bucky. And that Bucky, I think I got that figure like maybe 2 months ago. And that's another figure that has been shooting up in price. I think a lot of people was kind of sleeping on him at first. But then when it was getting closer to Falcon and the Winter Soldier's coming out, he waitlisted on Sideshow, and now he's getting up there. He's like almost a $400 figure. Luckily, I got him for $250 from a local seller. So with some good business on that. So it's good that I have these three here. They were great in Infinity War. We didn't see too much out of them in Infinity War, but they were great in the parts that they played in it. Moving along, we have Groot and Thor from Infinity War. And I know a lot of people was thinking, like, where the hell is Rocket? Because if you look at my older video, I had Rocket right there. Well, Rocket has moved right now. I have him somewhere else, and you'll see that in a little bit. But yeah, I'll be getting another Rocket. I think I'm gonna get the Endgame Rocket to be posed up with the Endgame version of Iron Patriot. So that's gonna be hot. That's gonna be cool. Speaking of Iron Patriot, we have the War Machine down here looking like a badass. Like I said, once again, I hate that he's on the bottom shelf because he's a great figure. And I know some people are like, oh, you put all your figures that you don't care about on the bottom shelf. Not true at all, because if you're paying $200, $300, and in this case, a $400 figure, I just didn't have any other place to put him. So there he is. And we got him there. And he looks like a badass. He's dope. Okay, moving right along. Let me pull this off. Ugh. Once again, my custom cases. And voila. This right here was an accomplishment. That's right. Getting all the Guardians of the Galaxy together. I love it. Love these figures. These figures is amazing. And yes, this is where Rocket has gone. And as you can see, you got little baby Groot right there. Looking awesome. I love this set. Especially Nebula right there. Nebula is amazing. Is an amazing figure. And just great. Hate the boots though. Hate that she doesn't have her and Gamora's boots. But look at that Gamora. Where's Gamora? Why Gamora? Gamora is here. And she looks amazing. And I know a lot of people was talking about my boy Dave Bautista's figure. Man, I love this Drax figure. This was dope. This is another figure that's very pricey. I think if you go on Evil Bay right now, he's going for about $600. I got him locally. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for stuff, look for it locally. Go on Facebook Marketplace and try to see what you can find. Because I found this guy on Facebook Marketplace and this guy was selling them for $400. Actually, I got him and Gamora for about $500. Not this Gamora, but the old Gamora, which I sold and got this Gamora. So, but when you add it all up, I pretty much got Drax for retail. So, there you go. And of course, you got Star-Lord looking cool. Cool as fuck with the blasters. And you got my man back here, Yondu, looking cool with the mohawk. I really love this collection. This came out great. It doesn't get any better than that. Seriously. All right. Let's open up the cases here. Moving along. We got right here the Black Panther figures. We have, we got the Black Panther figures. We, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Can't say that enough. I mean, I just can't believe he's gone. That's crazy. That's just so crazy. But you got T'Challa right here, and you got Eric Killmonger looking cool. Poses really haven't changed. I love these poses. That's why they stay the same. Once again, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. You got T'Chaka right there. You got T'Challa on his throne. And Shuri looking very cool. Love this collection. Love these figures. And as a African American, oops, saw my finger. As a African American collector, this is great. I mean, I remember there was a time where I didn't have too many African American black Hot Toys action figures in my collection, and now we have, some representation. And I think at the time when I first started collecting, all I had was Michael Jackson. But now, I have some characters, I have some, and it's just amazing. I'm just so dope, so glad, and I love this movie. This movie was very special to me, and just glad that I have this collection. Okay, moving along, we got Peter Parker's Spider-Man Homecoming, and of course we got that, you already know what it is, that Mark 47 looking like money in the background. I almost passed up on getting the Mark 47 when they did the reissue last year, and then I thought, what the hell are you doing? You need to do that, man. Go for it. Get it. So got it, and there he is consoling Spider-Man. This scene kind of wasn't in the movie, but I like to make my own, my own scenes and poses and stuff like that. So, I stayed with that, and I think it looks dope. And guys, I'm so sorry for the low lighting right now. Usually I'm a photographer and filmographer by trade, and lighting is everything. So, please forgive me for the lighting. But once again, we talk about figures sitting on the bottom shelf. These are two of my favorite figures right here. The original Ant-Man, and Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp. Love this figure. Love the head sculpt on this figure. She's amazing. And when we talk about head sculpts, the head sculpt on the original Ant-Man is far more superior than the new one. We all know that. But at some point, I am going to have to get that Ant-Man because I do like that suit. But for right now, this works for me and this is cool. And I'm still working out. You're seeing wires hang because I'm still working out the lighting situation with these two. But yeah, we're going to get that together. We're definitely going to get that together. But I love these figures. Love them a lot. Okay, so let's close that shelf or case. Move up. Now we move towards the Mandalorian. Oh yeah. This figure right here is amazing. I was at a loss for words there for a minute. Yeah, this set right here. If you don't have it, you gotta get it. Let me open up this case. Get a little closer. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Grogu. Look at Grogu. That is dope. This, I swear, the Mandalorian figures are just something special, y'all. If you don't have them, you gotta get them. And if I was you, if you don't have this figure, I would go on Sideshow right now and pre-order this thing. I'm not sure I believe it's shipping now actually. So I would get it, while the getting is good, because when this thing sells out, that's it. And when we talking about Mandalorian selling out, this thing sold out quick. I think it was shipping, and soon as it went shipping, it went like wait list. It was ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, if you gotta get it. You got to get it. And yes, that is the Baby Yoda Grogu that came with the Beskar version of this Mandalorian. I just moved them down here, to give them that season 1 vibe. So you gotta get this. At one point, believe it or not, I was actually going to sell this one, the Durasteel original Mandalorian, to get this Mandalorian. And then I thought to myself, this one's gonna be worth a lot of money, because do you think he's ever gonna go back to this costume? So yeah, I had to keep that one. And yeah, I'm so glad that I did. But yeah, I wish I got that daggone heavy infantry Mandalorian. I had an opportunity to get it at my local comic store last week, and it just didn't happen. Somebody beat me to it. I've been pissed off ever since. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. And we have the original Boba Fett from Empire Strikes Back, looking cool. And that's him in the armor. That's in the promotional armor that they have him in right there. And just had to add him with the old Mandalorian feel. And there you go. Now, here's a figure. Once again, here's a figure that needs some lighting. And I know what you're thinking. He does not go anywhere with the Mandalorian line. No, he doesn't. But I have to, this is my guy. Got to keep this figure. Love this figure. I love John Berthol's adaptation of the Punisher. And I'm hearing rumblings that he's actually going to come. I don't know if you guys heard, but they're apparently making an Armor Wars with War Machine, a Disney Plus series. And they have some photos of John Berthol on set. And I think he's going to be the Punisher. And he may get a suit. So that's going to be fucking amazing. And John Berthol, at the end, during this video, probably at the end of the video, I'll show you pictures of all the people that I've met at cons and everything. And I met this guy right here, John Berthol, and Dave Bautista as well. John Berthol is awesome, cool guy. He's from I don't know if you guys know, but I live in the DMV. I'm from the DC area. John Berthal grew up in DC, so me and my mom had some conversations with him about that when we met him at a con here about 2000, I think it was 2019. So that's my guy. He actually signed the box of this figure. So yeah, I ain't letting this figure go for nothing. Nothing at all. And I did have the Daredevil, him paired up with the Daredevil. I actually sold my Daredevil figure. I sold my Daredevil figure to get the Batmobile. So it wasn't it wasn't in vain. It was to get the Batmobile. But I plan on getting that Daredevil figure again. It's probably going to cost me some money, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, that's why John is there. And that's my dude. What a great figure. And it's going to be there. Okay. Moving along, we're going to go up. You got my shot of a picture of me and Judith Hogue. And here are my NECA 1/4 scale figures. I love these guys. This is amazing. Love these figures. Love these figures. Love them, love them, love them. They're if you look at the rest of my collection, I'll pan back for a little bit. You'll see like they're kind of getting pushed to the side. So I don't want to push them any further to the side. And I'm probably going to I keep saying I'm going to build a case for these guys, but just haven't gotten around to do it yet. And I'll be honest with you. If you're familiar with the Ninja Turtles movie, it was kind of shot in the dark. It was dimly lit. And for some reason, I think the figures look good under a dim light, under lighting like this. The costumes, they were puppetronic costumes, so they weren't trying to show a lot of details and stuff, because you could put these in the bright sun and it could have ruined it. But even these look good under harsh light. They just look good. But just to give them that look that they had in the film, I do like having them in not so bright lights, especially when the lights are dim, kind of like this. Just looks great. It just looks authentic and just looks real. Only thing about this pose right here, my boy Leo's my favorite turtle, and he's all the way in the back because he got those big ass swords. But this is a great pose. I love it. Love them. I mean, best figures ever. Moving back on to Star Wars, as I open up this case right here, we got these guys right here. And if you don't have this in the Star Wars if you don't have these two in any Star Wars collection, I mean, you don't have a Star Wars collection. It's just that simple. Darth Vader, yes, that's a New Hope Darth Vader. I didn't feel compelled to getting another Darth Vader, to be honest with you, because I thought this one was awesome. The Luke, this guy right here. And yeah, I had to put him in the same pose and the way he appeared, minus the robe being brown. From his appearance in the Mandalorian, just to give it, just had to do it. Just had to, because Luke looked like a badass, even though we know the deep fake face was, a little off-putting, but still, we was happy with the idea of Luke being a badass and being in the Mandalorian. And that's all that matters. It's all about the storytelling. It's not all about, the graphics all the time. If the storytelling is on point and the storytelling is good, we could forego the shoddy graphics. I mean, just the idea was great. So, yeah. And then, and I've seen some pictures of some of the newer Mandalorian figures, and they've kind of hinted that they'll be making another Luke like that. So, for all you guys that don't have this one, don't worry. Just be patient, and, that patience will probably be rewarded. Moving along. This is, I think, my latest pickup. I've wanted this set for a very long time, and I kept kind of like I kept putting it off. And then I found myself like really looking at Sideshow's page, and I had like $200 in Sideshow points, and I had some birthday money laying around, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull a trigger on this. Lucky I did, because it was like maybe soon as I put it in my cart, the little blue line came up and they were like, oh, you have this time to order. And when you see that, for all you that don't know, when you go on Sideshow's page and you go to check out something, or let's say you just want to check out and see how much it costs, with shipping and everything, and you see that blue bar with a time stamp on it, that means they're about to sell out and it's about to go weightless. So once I saw that, I pulled the trigger on it and bought it quick. And about an hour later, it went on waitlist. So I just got it. I just got lucky. So glad to have it. Also, what you're seeing right here is it came with these little plastic little plastic leaves and stuff like that. I added some. I went to Michael's. I go to Michael's a lot. Went to Michael's and I got some strawberry and some little I don't even know what you call this, like grass and sticks and stuff like that, just to give it that vibe. And you can see the helmet sitting on top of there, just to make it look like they're actually, in the wilderness and stuff, on indoor. So there you go. And love this figure. Oh my god, my wife, when she saw this guy, she wasn't that familiar with the Ewoks. I know she's my wife and she don't know that much about Star Wars, but she's trying, y'all. She's trying. Shaking my head, but she's trying. But when she saw this little guy, she went grabbing him. Like, oh my god, he's so cute. Look at his little belly and fur. Oh. So yeah, she's now a fan of the Ewoks. So yeah, and he's awesome. Looks great. Moving along. I'm so sorry about the bad lighting with Chewbacca being all in the background. But for those of you guys that follow my channel and know me, you'll probably know that all four of these guys are going to be moved out pretty soon. That's right, moving them out of the collection and moving them into the Jazz Inc. Millennium Falcon cockpit whenever it comes. Now, if you guys are familiar with Jazz Inc. is a company. It's a small company, pretty much like a family-ran company. And the head is a guy named Yost, and he's completely awesome. One of the sweetest guys in the world that you'll meet. And they make custom dioramas. And they have a custom diorama of the Millennium Falcon cockpit, which when I get that, all these guys are going in it. So that's just, right here, they're kind of jumbled and bunched up together, even though that pose still looks cool in my opinion. I mean, Chewie's in the dark, but, I can see him, it's not coming out. He's not coming out that well on the camera, but he's there. But yeah, I should be going by the estimates. I should be getting the cockpit next, it looks like the end of this month, which will probably be most likely the middle of next month. Hopefully. So once I get that, I'm going to do a good review on it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. And it's really going to be huge. And I'm also going to be making a glass case for it with Lazy Susan. So look out for that shit. That's going to be my biggest built. And I guess it's going to be on top of my Batmobile, which I'll show you where I'm thinking of putting it later on in the video. But yeah, that's where it's going to go. And they're going to be awesome. Moving along. More bottom row figures. Love this guy right here. And I mean, Sideshow just did it up with C-3PO. I don't know why Hot Toys hasn't done a C-3PO. But yeah, Sideshow, I think it's the best C-3PO. And just one of the features I love, the fact that you can, like, sorry for my hands, y'all. Just the fact that you can actually just turn the lights on just by waving your hand at the back of his head is just amazing. Like, look at it. Come on. There you go. That's just an amazing thing. And this R2-D2 actually is the Spiro actual droid R2-D2. I didn't feel compelled to go and buy another R2-D2 and all that stuff from Hot Toys. I mean, I had that one. He's an actual droid. It's good enough for me. But all 6 of these figures are actually going to be in the cockpit. They're going to be in the behind of the cockpit, and all of them are actually going to be, of course, Han and Chewie. Chewie will be I can't even say it. I can't talk. They'll be piloting the Falcon, and Luke and Leia will be sitting down in the background or standing over their shoulders or whatever. And these guys will be in the back hatch. So yeah, it's going to be a great display. Can't wait to show it to you guys when it comes. Let me get up. Okay, so moving right along. This is the last DTOF on the row in this room. And guys, I'm sorry for those janky wires. I think I had them placed up better than that, as I know somebody saw my videos a while back and they were like, "Oh my god, look at the messy wires." Ugh. You know, and they were absolutely right though. My wire management got to get better than this. And hey, maybe on my next collection video you'll see me get better with the wiring. But for right now, I know it's hideous, but try not to pay attention to it. It's hard because that's all I'm looking at right now. But anyway, Darth Maul, got my boy Ray Park. He actually signed the little this little doohickey right here, and I can show it to you guys. Yep, I met Ray Park some years ago. What a great guy. He signed that for me. Signed a bunch of stuff for me. Me and my family. He was a great guy. We had traveled to California. Actually, on that, I believe I met Bo-Katan too. That's the same time I met Katie Stackhoff as well. Met Katie Stackhoff, him, Ray Park, a lot of people. Ian McDermott, Senator Palpatine. I met so many people. I forget, but anyway, we're here to talk about the figures. This figure's amazing. I love him. Just dope, badass figure. Okay, right here. And I'm sorry I can't really open the and you'll see why I can't open the glass that much on this side right here. But as you can see, that's Anakin and Obi-Wan looking cool as hell. Like that pose with them with the lightsaber. Look like they just, sliced up some battle droids. Looking cool. And it's kind of hard to get my camera over here, but we got Rey and BB-8. Looking very nice, very cool. Like I said, I'm sorry, trying to get the camera over here. It's kind of wedged in between another case, and I'll show you why in a second. But Rey and BB-8 looks good. I know a lot of people feel some type of way about Rey. I still love Rey. I think Rey's just not a well-written character. I love the idea of Rey. I love Daisy Ridley's portrayal of Rey. I love what Rey represents. I just think she could have been written a lot better. And if you disagree with me, look at The Mandalorian. And that's all I got to say about that. Same with these guys right here. Stormtrooper Finn. I love him. Great figure. Awesome figure. That's the original Kylo Ren. And he looks good. Once again, it's another bottom shelf set of figures, and I love these figures. It's just a shame that I have to put them here because you only have but so much space when you collect. So there you go. And okay, that is it for all of this wall of the DTOFs. Backing up on shit. There we go. That's it for this side of all the DTOFs and cases of the Marvel and Star Wars collection. This is why, if you look right here, I couldn't get to the other case. I have this case right here. Once again, this is another custom case. And this is the Hot Toys version of Baby Yoda. Or Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. And I love this figure. My wife is in love with this figure. It's like a little baby. And I gotta say, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you would know that I actually had both. I had the Sideshow Grogu, or Sideshow the Child doll statue. And I gotta admit, I was excited when I got it. When this one came out, I realized that it was kind of ugly. It was kind of ugly compared to this one. This one is adorable. I mean, let's take a look at that face. Look at that. Look at that. He's happy with the little knob. He looks great. And the fact that you can do this right here. Everything. Look, everything. Okay? That is everything. He still looks happy. He looks innocent. He looks cute. You want to pick him up and hold him. Just a great. Hot Toys knocked it out the park with this one, guys. They did it. And I'm sorry. Sideshow did a good job. But I'm sorry. This is the best. This is the best. This is everything. This looks amazing. It's cute. Yeah, that's Grogu. That's it. Don't you just want to pick him up and hug him? You know? Yup, so that is my Grogu. And once again, this is another case that I made. My patented Home Depot case. That's right, the Magnus, baby. Magnus, hold it on. That's right. J case. That's what we gonna call that. Ooh, copyright, patent pending. J case. That's what we gonna call it. The J case, or the Home Depot case, or the brother cousins case. I don't know. I'm gonna find a way to market it. But yeah, that's, I'll show you guys how to make those. You can get all the supplies. You can get all the supplies at Home Depot and get this done very quickly. Shouldn't take you no more than about, I'll say 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours tops. But yeah, you can make those. Okay, moving along. Yeah, you see my Star Wars posters. You see Back to the Future right here. This is my prize possession of all my figures and all my items in my collection. The Back to the Future DeLorean time machine with Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly, Back to the Future 2 Doc Brown is my favorite collectible in my collection. I got it. I love this. And here's also a little cool. Let me pull this down. Once again, this case right here, I built it. That's right. Custom made, baby. Custom made. All stuff you can buy from Home Depot. Just pull that down from the side. Yes, the door is held on by magnets. And it looks amazing. Now, I know a lot of you are probably asking, Hot Toys never released the Back to the Future 2 version of the Flying DeLorean. How the hell do you have it? Well, I would then tell you to go back to my videos. I have a video about the hover conversion I did on the original Hot Toys time machine. So you'll see how I did it. These parts were actually bought, the wheels and everything were bought from the wheels and the, let me explain that. The wheels and the, what is that? The Mr. Fusion I got from a guy on eBay. His name is Tom. And I believe if you go on eBay right now and you put in Back to the Hot Toys Back to the Future used, you'll probably see some parts, because at one point he was selling these wheels. They're 3D printed wheels and they do light up. But what I've done is I actually wired the lights to go inside here. I think at one point he had batteries that came with it, and it was like little bulbs. I removed the bulbs, removed the batteries, and put my own lighting unit from IKEA in here. So now all I have to do is say, Alexa, turn on the DeLorean. And it doesn't do it. There we go. That's right. And if you look right there, if I can get the camera there, you can see the lights lit up. So everything is wired together. Flux capacitor, fluxing, looking cool. Marty looking cool on the hoverboard with the Nike Mags. Speaking of Nike Mags, I may be getting me a pair of Nike Mags pretty soon to go with this collection. So guys, stand by for that. Now I know you're thinking like, this dude got Nike Mag money. Oh my God, he must be rich. I am not rich. Not at all. But I may be getting a pair of Nike Mags. Well, I'll update you guys on that later on down the line. But yeah, that's going to look cool with this display. How I'm going to display the Nike Mags with this, I don't know. I will figure it out. But yeah, go back and check out my video on this piece and how I modified it and upgraded it to the hover conversion, because about a year ago I would have said they'll never do a hover conversion of the DeLorean. They're not going to do that again. But with them bringing out the tumbler and all that, I don't know. They just may do it, So, hey, like I said, be patient, guys. They may just bring back the DeLorean. And I mean, that's going to piss a lot of collectors off, because I know me personally, I originally purchased this DeLorean for about $1,000, and I got it locally. Once again, a person I found on eBay. The guy lived not too far from here. I made a deal with him. I was like, hey, I got the money in hand, and boom, I was able to get it. It was my birthday present of 2018, and my lovely wife at the time, she was my fiance, and I love her to pieces for helping me and supporting me getting this. So yeah, that worked out very well. Like I said, this is my favorite piece, y'all, and it's worth every penny. For you guys that have it, you know, it's Back to the Future is like one of my favorite movies ever. Definitely. And if you, with this whole vibe of this collection right here, this side of the wall, I wanted to do like a 80s thing. So all the stuff you see over here is pretty much the 80s and early 90s. So which brings us to these guys right here. Blitzway's Bill and Ted. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't think these figures was really coming out. Around January, I believe it was the time WandaVision first came out, I got a notification from Sideshow, and they were like, yeah, your Bill and Ted will be sent out. I was like, what? I was like, are you kidding me? Really? What? And there they were. I got the Bill and Ted figures, and it's been great. I love these guys. I love posing these guys. There's not many poses you can really do with them besides give them their guitars. I like the poses right here. I like with them waving, looking kind of goofy, because Bill and Ted were goofy, and there you go. And I know you guys are thinking, wait a minute, how the hell, where'd you get the phone booth? Phone booth is a custom built by me, and if you look closely on it, it's a little janky. You could tell it's a little janky. I like I said, I wasn't expecting to get these as soon as I did. So as soon as I got the notification that they were being shipped, I started working on a phone booth. I was like, no, they need the phone booth. The phone booth is like the third character, you know, outside of having a George Carlin 1/6 scale, which I'm probably going to be working on that soon too. I want a Rufus figure. So I custom built the booth, and the booth they came with the phone. So I just put the phone in the booth, and there you go. They're all together. Moving along, we got right here, we have RoboCop. Battle Damage RoboCop set with Alex Murphy. Love it to death. I love this set. This is a great set. The only thing, I kind of held back on doing this video for a while because late last month, I met up with a guy that I met locally, and he was actually going to sell me Ed 209. So I was actually waiting for Ed 209 to come, and I would put him right back there in back of them, and these would have been in the forefront, and the Ed 209 would have been in the background. But it didn't work out that way. Apparently, the guy he works out of state. So I'm waiting for him. He's completely out of town. He's been gone for some months. But when he comes back in town, he will be selling me. He assured me that he will be selling me the Ed 209. So can't wait for that. But yeah, that's why I was waiting to do this video. But when I heard it was going to be late March is, I believe, now late May. So I was like, you know what? I can't wait anymore. So yep, I had to do this video without the Ed 209. But one day I will be getting it very soon in the near future. Moving along. We have, continuing with the 80s vibe, we have Terminator. Now, I know what you're thinking. Terminator, most of these figures are Terminator 2 figures. Terminator 2 came out 1991. Hey, but this Terminator came out 83, 84, something like that. So it still goes with the 80s thing. And I love these figures. Love them. I mean, I think this Terminator right here from the original Terminator is my favorite Arnie Terminator figure. And of course that one is just the DXO. I believe that's the DX09. I think that's the DX09. Comments, leave me some comments if I'm wrong on that being the DX09. But love these figures. The only thing I want to finish this collection is to get the John Connor. I think it's called the Resistance Leader from CGL Toys. Man, if any of my subscribers or anybody that's randomly watching this video has one, please contact me. Contact me. I will pay some good money for that figure. I have been looking for that figure for over 2 years. I found it on eBay, I think maybe 3 years ago, and I was kind of apprehensive on buying the figure. I was like, yeah, it looks like Eddie Furlong, but I don't know. It looks a little bit like him, but it kind of looks like, I don't know. And next thing you know, I turned back around, it was gone. I was a dumbass because you cannot find that figure anywhere. So, any of my subscribers, if any of you guys know where I can get one, or you guys want to send me one as a special gift, I don't think y'all do that. I don't think I'm big enough to get gifts like that yet. Oh, but anyway, if you guys are in the market to sell one, I'm in the market to buy one. Let a brother know. Let your brother Jay know, and we can make something happen. So yeah. I definitely need that to finish this collection, and I will be happy with that. But that's it with this wall right here. Close this case. Now what you're going to see right now is my mini horror section. Starting off with the this is Freddy's glove. Which this is kind of more of, this is more of the prop side of the video right here. Because these are actually more props than actually figures. So this is the Freddy glove from the first Nightmare on Elm Street. This is made by NECA. I was actually looking at one initially from Trick or Treat Studios. But after seeing this one, and the NECA one, the Trick or Treat Studios one is like $250. This one was $80. And I think it's much better than the Trick or Treat Studios one. It actually fits my hand better. Because I got small hands, whatever. I know y'all going to comment and and laugh and shit. But anyway, it fits my hand better. And I just think the quality is better on this one. Those blades are real metal. They're not that sharp or anything like that. But hey, I wouldn't run around the house and poke somebody with this shit. So, there you go. Moving along. This guy right here. This may be my second favorite piece in my collection. This is the Trick or Treat Studios Seed of Chucky doll. I did a review on this a couple months back, and I love this doll. This thing has such a presence. Like when you walk in my room, this is the first thing you see. And it is so cool. Now watch this. Let me show you guys this. So if you close the door. So if you walk back into the brother cousin studio, boom. Chucky like, what's up? Or what's up, you son of a bitch? He is awesome. He's amazing. He's great. Let's get a close up. Let's open up the case. Look at that. Look at the detail on this bastard. Look at that. Look. Man, that's just creepy and cool at the same time. And my wife really loves the Chucky dolls for some reason. She really likes them. I mean, they did it. And this is by Trick or Treat Studios. Now, I know NECA has one coming out as well. And been waiting for like a year for that thing to come out. And they haven't said anything about it yet. But can't wait for it to come out. But this guy right here just looks amazing. Just look at this shit. Man, look at that. With the pins, the slashes right there. I mean, this guy's just he's a feast for the eyes. And speaking of the eyes, his eyes are fucking creepy. But one thing I learned about it, he's almost never really, it appears that he's looking in this camera right now, but he's really not. It's like he's never really looking at you. The way they position the eyes in his head was for him to never really be looking at you directly, which is even creepier if he was looking at you dead on. And they probably did it like that because they really didn't want to creep people out. But it's amazing how they did it. I mean, the stitches in here. Let's come back. Let's look over here. The stitches. See the stitches in his head. And it's kind of cool. You get that cool shot of the DeLorean right there. Look at that. Look at that. I love the DeLorean, guys. I love it a lot. But this is probably one of my second prized possession pieces right here. Look at this. Oh, crap. Y'all hear me tripping up on stuff. I'm actually tripping up on the doors I pulled off from these figures over there. And they're just in the way right now. but I'm good. Yep. Now, I think somebody on my page, when I reviewed this, they asked me, where did I get these stands? Because these dolls don't come with stands. They don't come with them at all. Speaking of dolls, I guess I got to show you this one too. Yeah, this is the Good Guy doll from Trick or Treat Studios as well. And amazing. Both of these dolls. I love them. Love both of them. Now, somebody was asking me, where did I get the stands? These dolls do not come with stands. I personally handmade these stands. That's right. I do a lot of crafting when it comes to my collection. Yeah, and these were all made by me. I made these stands. Yep, the Good Guy stand and the Chucky stand. Good pieces of my collection. I made the this knife right here, the Voodoo Knife. I actually made it, and if you look at it closely, you can tell that I made it because the painting is kind of janky. This is real quick, and it has a magnet right here because you can put the knife in his hand. Yeah, so you can put the knife right there in his hand if you want to. So, just a little mod I wanted to do. So, and how that works is I put a magnet, a piece of metal. This is not glued. It's just like, I forget, it's like puttied in his hand. So when I do things like this, when I do modifications and stuff like that, I want to do it so it's non-destructive. So, yeah, that's how that works. Okay, so moving along, close this door. You guys can see right here, this is a fish tank that's sitting right here. This fish tank, I actually had the DeLorean in it. A little bit, but then when I made the DeLorean a hover conversion, it wouldn't fit in this anymore. So right now I actually have a Proton Pack that's sitting in here, and I'll display this better for you guys to look at because I know some of you guys want to check this out and see how it works. This actually is the Spangler one that came from the New Life movie that I believe it was in. I got it from GameStop this summer, and this is a Party City, not a Party City, but a Halloween store, Spirit Halloween Ghostbuster pack that's been heavily modified. It was spray painted, the attachments was built, I even have the light system in it. So later on, I'm going to show you guys how this works, and it's going to be cool, because I know some of you guys want to see that. But right now, when I don't hang it on my door because it's so big, I have it just in this case so nobody, touches it or messes with it. Right here we have Lucille. If you guys tell me, are you guys still watching Walking Dead? This is Negan's back from Walking Dead. Lucille, R.I.P. to Lucille the Bat. If you don't know what I mean, watch the latest episode of Walking Dead. Just came on last Sunday. I don't know when you guys are watching it. If you guys are watching, but it came on. They did the whole Here Comes Negan story, so you get to see Negan's origin, and you also get to see what happens to his bat when he finds the Lucille bat. So I'm just going to give you a spoiler and say R.I.P. to Lucille, but here she is in my collection. Okay, now we got one more thing to look at in this room, and that is this right here. Right above my Mac computer where I do all my work. Because this is, I know people are thinking, this right here is my, this is not just my figure room. This is my office. So you can imagine the comments I get when I do Zoom calls or Teams calls with my other coworkers. They're like, oh my God, that's a new figure. Is that Chucky? Oh my God. It's a little much, but hey, it's my office. So there you go. But anyway, this right here, one of my other prized possessions right here. That's right, Luke's lightsaber, Return of the Jedi lightsaber. This is an saber forged lightsaber, which is called the Prodigal Son. It does work. I'm not gonna turn it on for you guys. If you guys want me to do a full review on this, just let me know, because I've been thinking of doing a review on it because I've shown it a couple times in videos, but I never really gone through it and show you guys all the stuff it can really do. But it's an older model. I think this may be the first Prodigal Son the first Prodigal Son lightsaber. It lights up, it makes sound, it does all the good stuff, but it doesn't do the flash on clash and all the stuff that the new ones do. So yeah, but there it is. Okay, guys. So I said I was going to give you guys a better look at my Proton Pack, and yes, here it is. Here it is. So this is my this is a Spirit Halloween Proton Pack. That has been gutted out. I removed all the original electronics and added a whole bunch of new electronics and upgrades. As you can see, I changed the paint. I made it more, made the paint more a matte black finish, the way it was in the movie. I added all the ribbons, the tubing, and all the pipes and all the wiring. That's to give it that look, to give it a more accurate movie look. The only thing that's not accurate about this is, of course, this is the Spangler wand that you can buy separately. They sold it I found it in GameStop. I think you can still find it in GameStop, and it looks great. But of course, they put this brown handle on it because I guess in the movie that's what they did. So yeah, and they did some wrapping around the handle, but yeah, it looked cool, and it looked cool enough. And it's Spangler's wand, and it's a fun piece by itself, but it just looked incomplete not having the actual Proton Pack. That's what makes it cool. So I was wondering, I was like, are they ever going to bring out the Proton Pack? So if you buy a replica Proton Pack, it's like super expensive. So I went to Spirit Halloween, and I started going on YouTube and looking up mods, and I found a lot of people that mod these things out. So found a way to change the electronics and all that stuff, and the stickers and everything. And there's a switch back here where you can turn it on. So you turn it on, the lights come on, as you can see. And the lights circulate around just like they did in the movie. And that's amazing. One thing I am pissed off about with this, you can barely see it, but there is a little light that pulsates right there. That should be much more brighter than what it is. And the guy that I actually bought the parts from, I forget his name. I forget his name. Forgive me. If you guys know, you could put it in the comments. I'll probably put it in the comments later. But I asked him, I was like, hey man, shouldn't this be brighter? He was like, well, it should be. And I just left it all alone. I was like, whatever. So I actually used this as I bought the whole Ghostbusters get up this past Halloween. And I'm black, of course, and so everybody was thinking like, oh, you're gonna be Winston. No, I was Egon because I wear glasses, and Egon was perfect for me, being black Egon, because I can have a costume and wear my glasses. So yeah, I was Egon for Halloween. So there you go. I don't know. Do I even feel like turning this on? I don't have to turn that on right now. Well, I guess it's part of the fun. So let me turn it on to show you, give you the vibe all together. Let you guys see this. Where's the lever? Oh God, I just turned it off. Anyway, it's not working right now, but you guys get the idea. Yep. So that's the Proton Pack, and it looks cool. Okay guys, so here we go, the last part of the video. Just want to show you the last little bit of figures. Going back to the NECA stuff right here. Let me open up this door right here. And this is an IKEA Billy case. Just want to show you the NECA figures I got. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I love what NECA is done with this line. I mean, I collect just about everything from the movies. At one point I was collecting the Ninja Turtles, the cartoon line, the 1980s animated line, but it's just too many figures to keep up with, and they're too hard to find. And it's enough being a 1/6 scale collector and collecting Hot Toys. Now, I actually made a promise to myself, because a lot of you guys don't seem to dig the NECA stuff on my channel. So I really don't like going over the NECA stuff too much because, hey, you guys are more interested in Hot Toys and 1/6 scale, so I try to keep it more tailored to that content. But because I am showing the whole collection, I'm going to show you these guys. And you got Token Razor and Super Shredder right there, looking cool. You got some Foot Soldiers, Shredder, and Splinter holding his hands up like, hey. Of course, I was thinking of making a little diorama with him on the chains and the chain link fence, but I didn't feel like doing that, and it wasn't enough space. Then you got the original turtles, and these turtles right here are just the the 7-inch scale of, once again, sorry about the loose wires. That wire actually just came down. Sorry about that. I know y'all gonna fry me for that in the comments, but anyway, these are the same turtles that were in the 1/4 scale. These are just shrunken down to be the 7-inch to fit in line with the rest of the collection. And I'm not sure if you guys follow NECA, but Judith Hogue, she's the fabulous lady that played April O'Neil in the first movie, is now going to be having her figure created, and cannot wait to get that, because at some point we're going to have this whole line. You're going to have every character from the movie. I'm sure they got Danny coming out, and I'm sure they'll next have the police chief or something. So yeah, I think they're doing Hiroko Saki as well. So yeah, they're gonna have them. So you got the original 4 right here, and I actually bought this set. This was the San Diego Comic-Con set from 2018, I believe, that came in the VHS box. So I got that set. And right here, I got the behind them is the Raphael in Disguise and Casey Jones set. So yeah, that's my movie collection. And if you look down here, I got I just got some cases. The Shredder, the Super Shredder was the recent one I just got, and I do have the Crane figure down there, which I haven't opened yet. And you have a little bit of comic books. That's right, The Last Ronin represent. If y'all not reading the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, what are you doing with your life? I mean, comic book is amazing. Sad and amazing. Now for my last piece, y'all probably recently seen this, and just gotta show it to you again. When I reviewed recently I reviewed the Batarang, another video that a lot of y'all didn't watch. But anyway, it's all good. I showed you guys this Batmobile again. Love this piece, love these figures. The 1989 Batman is my Batman, and I just love it to death. Love it. The only thing that I'm upset about is all the lights in this Batmobile are dead. Yeah, they're dead. It doesn't come on. I'm upset about that. The only thing, it sucks, and I'm sure there's a way that I can figure out to replace the LEDs and get them on, but I just haven't had the time to do that shit yet, and that's just what it is. But I mean, it doesn't need to light up. I'm happy with the display the way that it is. Now, if it was my damn Batmobile my DeLorean that went out, oh, I would have cried. I would have been crying a damn river out here. I'm telling you. But yeah, the lights don't work right now. I'm kind of upset about that, but it is what it is. The display does look cool as hell still. Yeah, and you're looking at this area right here. This area will change, because I'm actually thinking of this is going to be the area where the Millennium Falcon cockpit is going to go. So what I'm thinking of is building another shelf on top of this. And yes, this case right here was the biggest case that I made, and it is kind of messed up in the back if you see the little curve right there. But shit, it gets the job done. All the dust is on top of the case, not on the Batmobile and the figures. So y'all all know how much these figures, and y'all know how much this whole setup costs. This display is some money. Y'all know. So yeah. So I had to do what I had to do. But I'm talking about even something more, creating a case even more elaborate than this for the cockpit. And my idea is I don't know what I'm gonna do with this case. This case is gonna have to be disassembled if that's even possible, because it's a lot of money I spent on plexiglass. You're probably looking at about, I would say, $150 in plexiglass and materials, and then manpower and hours it took for me to build it. I don't even want to talk about it. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait for the cockpit to come here, but it's going to be a problem. It is, because the idea is to have this here, build another case over top of it, and build another case with, I don't know, maybe taking another one of these shelves, one of these stands or shelves or tables, placing it on top of this, putting glass around it, and then putting the cockpit on top of that. So it's going to have to be something elaborate like that. Regardless, this whole section is going to have to change. This is going to change out to accommodate the cockpit. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But it's also going to be a lot of curse words. It's going to be me probably hurting myself or hurting my hands, cutting and banging on stuff. It's gonna be a lot of damn work. It's gonna be fun because this is what I do. I like building shit for my figures, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna cost some money, but overall the display is gonna be amazing. All right, so with all that being said, we're gonna go back into the room one final time and look at everything over. And guys, this has been a long one. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, share, like, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. I'm your brother Jay with Brother Cousins Collectibles, Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. What did I say? Brother Cousins Collectibles? Jesus. Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. I am Jay with Brother Cousins Toy Reviews. See you on the next one. Love you. Stay safe. Hey, be awesome to each other. Peace. I'll see you on the next one.